Y'all fuck with the shirt? Hello, welcome back to me wasting my money. This is the second time I blind buy a bunch of colognes. This time it's only 3, last time it was 5 for around the same price. But this time I bought retail price and a little bit more expensive ones. I got my little package right here from Macy's. Now before we start reviewing these colognes and doing first impressions, I do want to say, if you want me to roast your collection, if you got the balls to send me your collection, because I'm gonna roast the shit out of them, then send it to me on Instagram. I'll have the link in the description. It'll probably be my next video. I already got a couple submissions, so if you think you're strong enough, brave enough, and tough enough for me to roast your dumbass collections, then send it on Instagram. So let's start opening up some of these blind buys. So let's start off with Paul Gaultier beau. This is the EDT, but I'm so excited because I've always wanted a Paul Gaultier. I got samples, but I've never had a real bottle, and you guys know those bottles, they look zesty, they look juicy. Like, look at this shit, let me see. Look at this beautiful bottle. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna take no disrespect. No one's gonna talk shit about Paul Gaultier bottles. Look at this presentation. It looks juicy. It looks fresh. It looks aquatic. It looks like blue lemonade. I just want to drink it. It doesn't even need to smell good for me to like already fuck with it. You know, it might be top 5 colognes in my collection just because of the bottle. But I know a lot of you guys don't really care about the bottles or the presentation. You care about the smell, which I guess it's what colognes are really about. But I am a big fan of the presentation. I already smelled it a little bit. Let's give it a try. Damn, okay. Okay, it smells decent, you know? Now, I've always said you cannot judge a fragrance by the first sprays, especially when you get it out of the box like recently, because it takes a while to develop. I'll do a full review of these in the future, but right now we're just judging by the opening and first impressions. Let's try on the skin. Let me cover my food because I do got food right here. Fucking fat ass, right? Right off the bat, I do get the coconut that people talk about. And I'm not sure if this one has vanilla, or it might just be the Paul Gaultier DNA, but I do get a little bit of vanilla. I do smell that Paul Gaultier DNA, which I know this one is different from Lamel's, but I mean, it's Paul Gaultier, like they're all gonna have a similar vibe. It smells really good, honestly. It kind of smells like a perfume that my mom has, so it could lean a little bit feminine, but I just think it's because of the coconut note. My mom has a lot of coconut perfumes. First impression is really good. I'm gonna wear this today. Take it out on a hot day. It's gonna be like 80 degrees today. I'm gonna wear a nice polo, take this, show it to my girl, see what my girl thinks. If it passes the test, if my girl likes it, I'll let you guys know. Paul Gaultier, first impressions, I give this a solid 8 out of 10, you know? Just from the opening, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Just from the opening. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint in the dry down and the performance. So for right now, let's say bye to Paul Gaultier. Put it back in the can, and let's check out Valentino Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. First, let's take a bite because I'm fucking fat ass, bro. I'm bulking. Here we got Valentino Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. Here's the beautiful bottle. These Valentinos, they got beautiful bottles. Now the confusing thing is, they all look the same. If you walk into a Macy's, this looks the same as Born in Roma Intense, Born in Roma Original. The only difference between the green extravaganza is that the bottle is green, so that's the only one that stands out. Let's check it out. Now, I don't know if the smell's gonna mix with Paul Gaultier beau, but from the first impressions, I do get a sweet kind of bubblegum smell. Again, it might be the coconut from Paul Gaultier, so this video is a little bit flawed, forgive me. But I do smell a sweet smell. Let me see, let's put it on skin. There we go. I still get that sweet smell, but it's a little bit darker. I can smell a little bit of that dark, maybe tobacco scent. Let me see. I still get that sweet, but it's a little bit darker, a little bit richer scent. I get why people like this one. Just from the first impression, smells really good. Probably not for summer, so I got it in the wrong season, so I'm gonna have to wait till fall to wear this one. Might wear this at night when I can actually pull it off. Right now it's too hot for this shit, but if you want a sweet, dark smelling fragrance, this might be the one low-key, because Valentino Coral Fantasy is getting a lot of attraction, a lot of hype, and I understand why. It smells a little bit unique to it. Like, it doesn't smell like anything that I have really. Once you start getting too many fragrances, they all start to smell very similar. It's just fresh and aquatics and citruses, or the dark ones are full of vanilla and cinnamon and, you know, booziness, but haven't really had any other fragrance that smells like this one. Maybe I'm just, you know, limited in fragrance knowledge, which I doubt it, but yeah, I can't really compare this to anything I have. I don't know how to describe it, so that's good from Valentino Coral Fantasy. It's unique, it's good. First impressions, I give it a 7 out of 10 because I do prefer the Paul Gaultier Le Beau one. This one's still really good, and I can't wait to try it out, like for real, when I go out, when the weather is nice, so I can see the dry down, the complement factors, all that stuff. So for right now, 7 out of 10, it's still really good. You know, people think 7, 8 out of 10 is bad. 5 out of 10 is average, bro. So this one is above average. It's 7 out of 10. So don't get confused by the ratings. I think people rate fragrances too high, which is like, what's the point? You know, I'm gonna give a fair rating. 7 out of 10 is really good. Now the last one that I got is Azzaro the Most Wanted EDT. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Azzaro the Most Wanted Eau de Toilette Intense, which is the newest Azzaro. Now I did order Azzaro the Most Wanted Eau de Parfum, which is the all black. It's sweet. It's kind of like Stronger With You, and that one is on the way. But anyway, I was really excited to get this one because, first of all, Azzaro, like the bullets, they're really cool. Like I said, a big fan of the bottles, and it's new. Like, this is the first time I get a new fragrance, like recently new, because I've been late to the game for all of them. I barely got Paul Gaultier Le Beau. They already came out with Le Beau Le Parfum and Paradise Garden. You know, I'm always late to the game, but that's because I don't want to drop $200 on a brand new fucking Paradise Garden. I can wait. This one, on the other hand, was only $72 retail price, Macy's, which is crazy. It's insane. That's why I had to pick it up, because I could not let that deal go. So let's see if it doesn't disappoint. Wow, it's really good, bro. Right away, citrus. I don't know if it's lime or lemon or bergamot, but it's really good. I'm gonna get a headache from all these sprays getting stuck in my room, but why not? Let's do one more test on the skin. It does have a little bit of resemblance to the Paul Gaultier Le Beau. From that sweetness, it's not as sweet because it doesn't have coconut, but it's more of a seductive sweetness, a little bit more sexy and romantic sweetness. Like, it's that sweetness that Azzaro, the Wanted line, you know, it's famous for that sweetness. You know, it's for compliments, to wear on a date. So I'm surprised that this fresh cologne still got that sweetness. I just melted with the cap on, bro. Come on now. It's not as uplifting, as light as Le Beau. It's a little bit darker, but not too dark. It's still really fresh, really good for a summer night, summer day. This might be more for summer nights, actually. Honestly, not bad, you know, for a freshie. You can't really be original with freshies, but again, it does enough to stand out, to be unique, to not really compare it to anything. It smells really good, honestly. From first impressions, I'm gonna have to give this a 7 out of 10 again, kind of tied up with Coral Fantasy. I just love that Paul Gaultier Le Beau. Might be biased. I probably am biased because of the beautiful presentation, but this is my channel. You are watching my review, so I'm giving you my honest thoughts. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm so happy none of these fragrances smell like ass, and I didn't waste my money completely. These are gonna be a good addition to my collection. They're gonna be good for my top 5s, my top 10s, and they're gonna be good to recommend to you. So let me wear them, and then let me tell you which one I like the most, you know? So that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and this first impressions kind of review. Like I said, not a full review, but what can you do? It's just the opening. Like I said, I love blind buying. It adds a lot of fun, but it's risky, but it's fun, you know? So I'm gonna keep doing it, and hopefully I come with a part 3 when my bank account recovers, when I make a little bit more money, because right now I'm broke as fuck. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to send your collections to Instagram, and yeah, just smell better.